Good afternoon. Welcome to another VEX Weekly update from Lincoln Middle School. I'm Dave Sankey. I'm the robotics teacher, and I'm just my weekly update to tell you all what's going on and some stuff that you need to know. Mr. Lewis is leaving as our principal right before the Thanksgiving break, and that's kind of sad. He was very important to me at a time when I needed him to be, and I'll just leave that at that. But we're very sorry for him to go. But it's just the right time for him. So far as events go that are coming up, robotevents.com is the main event, or is the site where all the events are coordinated through. The REC Foundation runs everything through that site, and if you want to see other events or just in general the size and scope of this thing, I'll actually punch it up real quick. robotevents.com, and if we go to a map search, very exciting stuff. Good pod, as they say. And it centers here in Florida because that's where I am. But if I can just zoom out a little bit here, pachoo, pachoo, pachoo. You can see all through Mexico. This is just in the United States how big VEX is. All these competitions all over the place coming up, different divisions. There's VEX IQ, there's VEX EDR, there's VEX U, there's all this stuff going on. Just to give you kind of the size and scope of it here, it's really big, and it's a cool thing for your kids to be part of. So I think that's awesome. For the EDR club, we could only get one team that goes to districts. So we have 3 teams. We can only send one to a district competition, and then from there, only one will be able to move on to state. So just looking into those January competitions is something that we'll need to do. I've left most of those dates open. I am holding a tournament at our school on the 9th. There's no way we'd be able to do an EDR tournament that would count. We need to get at least 16 teams, and I don't want to risk trying to run a tournament and not get that. So we'll need to look at some other competitions if your child's on a team that's competitive. So some upcoming dates, a couple changes here. The Leesburg date is closed. The tournament actually filled up really quick. Bart Nash put all of his teams in there all at once, and that filled up basically all the slots. So that one's closed. I do have one team that's going, though, and I'm going to go and see how it all works so that I know. So that's cool. Kind of excited to go. On January 9th, 16, I call it the Terrier Throwdown. We're going to have a tournament at Lincoln Middle School. This is a new tournament that we just put together. No one's registered. We haven't really done much with it yet, but I did set it up, and it is on robotevents.com. It's right. Whoops. No, I have it here. Yes, here it is. So there's the middle level and the elementary level Lincoln Terrier Throwdown. I thought that name sounded kind of cool, but if the kids give me a better idea, I'll change that. So that's the date that's coming up. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit more in a minute here. And we got that in on time, so that will be a states qualifier. So the teams that do well there will also be able to go on to states, in addition to the teams that do well in our district competition. We are doing a fundraiser with a book written on Scratch. I talked about it a little bit last week, and I sent home some paperwork for that. So hopefully your child brought that home and you're thinking about that. That will help us out a lot as we're moving forward. There's a lot of costs. So for our district event, the district is paying for everything: team registrations, the event registrations, setting up everything. The district is the awards. They're buying it. They're doing it all. For the Terrier Throwdown, this is Lincoln's tournament. This is our the cost we'll have to brunt and we'll have to charge and do those things. So the cost for registering teams in the first place is $100 for the first team and $50 for every team after. So the district bought those first 3 registrations. So if we need to register additional teams, we'll have to do that ourselves at $50 a piece. So if a team doesn't make it to a district tournament, we'll have to scratch up $50 somehow to get them registered for our Lincoln tournament. That's just to register the team on the website Robot Events. To register for the event, I'm charging $20 for our event because I'm doing a lot of the work. Our teams will be able to go at no cost for the event registration. They'll still have to register as a team, though, for that $50. And I'm giving every school in Alachua, if they're going to bring me their bank shop field for us to use at our tournament, I'll give them a free registration, too. So that'll encourage them to be kind to me. But in one sense, this is a fundraiser, but just the awards that I have set aside to purchase for the event cost $250. They're very nice metal VEXy kind of trophies. You can see those on VEX IQ on their website, their store. But it's just expensive, and so I just want to cover those costs. We will need lots of volunteers, and I think amongst our parents we will get all these needs taken care of. But for the registration and and referees and judges and all that stuff, we're going to need volunteers for that. So there's a website just about VEX IQ events in general highlighted there, and that is where you can really get all the information that you would more than want about running an event. So that is what I have for this week. You can let me know if you have any questions. You can email me, call the school, have them leave you a message. Don't leave a message on my line because I don't, that phone just isn't in my room, and I don't get around to checking it very often or at all. So email's usually the best way. That comes right to my phone. And I think that's it. Thank you very much. Feel free to contact me. Leave a comment below. I'll get that. And be sure that and if you know other parents that aren't subscribed to the YouTube channel, just let them know. I did send home some information on it, but I'm still short on subscribers, so I want to get this information out there. So if you know anyone who needs to be subscribed to the channel, just let them know. And thank you very much.